Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. Just wanted to go over today with the latest data that I just got in the last hour. It takes about half an hour to run these now down to two scripts. One download and the one script I showed you earlier in a previous video called Big Analyze Crypto Rank. This one right here in Python. Anyways, these are some of the charts that it generates. They're all of today. So let's go through the spreadsheet and figure out what we have that might be a potentially good trading opportunity in cryptocurrency. And again, we're using Binance data. First thing we want to do is I'm going to be doing this and automating all this. The first thing I like to do is obviously figure out, let me just make sure we got the latest file here. Yeah, so this was created maybe an hour ago. So the first thing we want to do is look at the signaling. Let me just make sure. This might not be a previous session. I'll get rid of that. Reload. All right. So, like I said, we're going to sort by. I've not made the changes yet to break out the signals, buy and sell, or the harmonics pattern. Is no different than the previous video. So I'm just going to sort by signal, column E. Let's see what we get here. If anything changes. Okay, so we have more, looks like more intraday possibilities here, intraday stuff. We have quite a few day opportunities right here, so I'm going to focus on those and see what happens. Now, so we do have two. Yeah, we got three that have generated a harmonic pattern. They've generated the harmonic pattern, and when we got one signal, so we have two that have not only completed the harmonic pattern in the last day, but also generates a buy signal. So those are pretty strong. So let's check out the first set. Okay, so the first one is DGD against Bitcoin. That's very interesting. This we've never done before. So again, we want to look at the daily signals. DGD BTC. Okay. So what have we got? Okay, so we have a signal here. Okay, let me just open up another folder here. Go into the harmonic pattern one. Now again, I'm going to be uniting all this stuff eventually. This is just to play around with, just to see how things look as we progress. So, nope, we want the charts. Where are you? Okay, so let me get rid of this chart. That does obviously look like a classic day signal in the last 24 hours. So, we want, better yet, we can pull up another terminal session here. Okay, so let me just go to that same directory. Python, harmonic, chart, Binance, beauty. Okay, so we want DGD, BTC, PNG. So what do we have? Oh, so we have bullish. These are hourly. We have a Gartley and a Gartley for the hour. Okay, now I have no need to look at these, but that is a pretty strong indicator. So let's look at the volume looks out of the two. So what are we dealing with here? So we have here a pattern, and then we had another one, which is this one. ENG BTC. Okay. So when you look at the volume, you probably would put, that's the highest volume of the bunch. Actually, it's this one, LSK, BTC, and ZIL. I've read a lot, got a lot of alerts from the ZIL. We'll check out that in a minute. DGT, BTC. Okay, so let's check out the other charts. GDB, DG, DGD, and we want the daily. Okay, so we have the Fibonacci, just kind of slightly below that golden zone. We've looked at the signals, there it is. How's our trend? Starting to come up, but the price is starting to move up. Okay. No head and shoulders been generated, but we do have one right here on the hourly, so just broke through that neckline. So this may be a crypto on the move. Momentum, it's strong. Not as strong as this one here, ENG. Okay, so we've looked at that. That's definitely on the right, on the turn up. So let's check out this other one, this ENG BTC. First, let's check out the harmonics. What kind of harmonics are we looking at? ENG, BTC, PNG. Wow, that's pretty. Okay, so we have some bearish on the hourly. We have more bearish on the hourly, but this is the confusing part. We have here ENG, BTC. Let me just check something here. I have a funny feeling. Yeah, this was run yesterday, so if I was to run this again, we probably might get something different. Let me see if I should do that. Okay, I'm going to do that in the background. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So we are going to run this one, main 5, crypto. That's for the harmonics. So let it run and we'll see what it generates. Oh, no, first I got to clear out the directory there of the charts. So we want to remove all of those, which we just done. Again, I'm going to automate all this. So once again, we are going to rerun everything. There we go, everything's all cleared out. See what it generates over the next little bit. Okay, let's start focusing on the other ones. So we now know this one is overpriced. This one is overpriced. Is that true or not for the ENG? Because we didn't look at the other charts. ENG BTC. ENG BTC. So we want the daily trend. So as I said, there's a signal. Trend is up. It's not far off. The Fibonacci is the one I'm interested in. Yeah, it's quite overpriced, but it's still, I have not done this, automated this yet, but we can figure the peak and maybe the low, take the 50% on the next target and see where it goes as a entry potential. So that one, with this sort of signal, I'm going to reconfirm that once we complete the running of the harmonic patterns. Okay, well, let's just go through all this other stuff here. We've got a couple other signals. LSK BTC. This one, the volume's pretty high. And it is under the value we want for the fib. So let's check out that. LSK. LSK. LSK BTC. So you can see all the charts being generated as the harmonics patterns being run. So LSK BTC, we know that there is no buy. Oh, there is. There is a recent buy signal. Trend just slightly below. Fibonacci undervalue, which is good. And here, oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the couple of the hourly. But here, if we look at the head and shoulders, we're way down. Interesting. LSK, BTC, signal, Fibonacci. Yeah, so it's slightly below where we want. Okay, so no head and shoulders was generated for the daily. All right, let's check out. Now we checked out DGD Ethereum. Okay, let's check out that. DGD Ethereum. Hourly trend. I'm starting to notice trends are either flattening or starting to go back up. You see this, there's a bit of up movement. Another signal, that's good, that's what we want. It is undervalued, so that's looking pretty good. ZIL, like I said, I've been getting a lot of news on that. ZIL, BTC, let's see the trend. Again, the trend is up. This is probably why there's a lot of alerts on this crypto pair. And it's almost going to break trend again. And you're probably going to start making some good cash flow. Now here's the problem, it's overvalued. Yes, we know about that signal, but you can see the moves look pretty good. At least on this move, that's quite good. 0.0, not sure how far we have to change that chart, but that's a tough one to know the upper mobility. I mean, I could calculate the data. So there is no head and shoulders. Let's check out the head and shoulder. So yeah, you can see it's broken through that expected move on the hourly head and shoulder. So that's a breakout on an hourly move. Come back down. Yeah, that's something that you'd be very interested in. Okay, let's check out this. This one looks good, and you can see why the volume is the highest among this, because of that trend is up, which is very strong. ENG BTC. Let's see what we got. Just a note here that it is overvalued. So let's check out that. ENG BTC. ENG BTC. Okay. Another strong trend, just slightly below the trend. Yes, there's our signal, but looking at these signals, this is a nice move. 0.0 all the way up on the 0.05. That's quite the nice move. All right, so have we looked at the Fibonacci? As I said, it's overpriced historically, but that's not too bad, I guess. Now here's a big one, the Ethereum and BTC. Ethereum, BTC. Let's see what that one against Bitcoin. How's that looking? ETC. Yeah, well, up until December, but the moves were pretty nice. So this might be a buy signal of something. Let's check out the trend. Now it's starting to turn. It's bounced off that trend a little while back, and it's above trend. That's good. Signaling and the fib. Ooh, right in our zone that we want to be. This is a good one. All right, so there you go. Now, you might be asking, how do you portion out? Was there another one? Yes, there is. TNB BTC. And that volume, let's see, TNB BTC. TNB BTC. Okay, so we have our trend. Okay, it's slightly down, but it's above trend historically. Signals, there it is. Slight move up. Who knows? We'll put a lot of emphasis on this one. Below our value. Okay, so it's still generating our harmonics because we want to get an updated view of this one with that harmonic right there. Okay, so let's check out the volatility among. So again, we are looking at this one and this range. So the volatility, as you can see here, this is pretty good. This is the lowest volatile, the least volatile. Highest volume. I'm gonna have to normalize this column, I think. That'll help determine our like how we can portion out the capital on these trades. I would definitely put some big emphasis on this one. That is a nice trend. It's the strongest trend that I've seen. The volatility is fairly low. The ZIL BTC. Let's see what the good old TradingView says. ZIL BTC. Charts, quotes, TradingView. Here we go. So it's a neutral. Oh, it's a buy, not a strong buy. Fancy that. But it's done quite well since April. 0.005, about almost 3 times return. Almost a 4 times return in the span of 6 weeks. I mean, name me another asset that does that. Again, if you have that kind of upward move, you definitely want to hang on to that over 6 weeks. Again, ATR would definitely be very useful. Probably cash out here, but you could go back in and then you'd be able to ride that. That's a nice one. So personally, if you ask me, that's pretty sweet. What else do we have? This LSK DG, this one definitely between the signal and the harmonic pattern, that's a big deal. So let's check out that one. In TradingView here, let's see what this one says. So Digix Deo, I don't know how to pronounce that, had a nice ride up here from January. So it's a sell. Interesting. So when this is a day ago, entry are clearly stated on the blue. Join our discussion for more our trading advice. Okay. See what the other one says. The other was a strong one of, I believe, ENG, BTC, Enigma, Bitcoin. Okay. So a buy recommendation. 15 buy. New signal, ENG, Bittrex, wait, price to reach this level. Interesting. Okay, let's look at the next one. So we had that one. We looked at that one. Those are really convincing. This one for sure, this Enigma Bitcoin. Let's check out this Ethereum BTC compare. See how that looks. Ethereum, crypto, Bittrex, Binance. So here's all the different exchanges they use. So the only ones we care about is Binance. So let's just look at Binance. So it's a buy. Okay, that's good. TNT BTC. Okay. You know what? I'm going to look at the Binance one, just see if there's any difference between the two exchanges is on Bitcoin on Binance. One we're using, that's a sell. Time New Bank. So TNB BTC. Okay, so this is what Bitfinex says. Sell again. Okay, fair enough. LSK. That's generated. So we're looking at Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's see what these guys say. Okay, so again, we have Bittrex and Binance. I'll look at the Binance, and then I'll look at the Bittrex, see if it's the same. So we got a buy again. Okay. ETBTC. Oops. ETCDHBTC. Oh. Ha. We want Bittrex. BTC. So Bittrex, the exchange. Let's see what this one says. So it was a buy. Yeah, so these exchanges are kind of in conjunction with each other. And then I think we had this one last, TNB BTC. TNB. So again, I'll do the same thing. Binance and Bittrex. New Bank, Time New Bank. I think we looked at this, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we looked at that. Okay. Are we done with the... Let's see if this chart is available. This one right here, ENG BTC. Okay, I'm gonna open up another one. Oh no. Which directory am I? Okay, so we want to go to what's it called? Harmonic, and then chart Binance. I'm going to try to see if we can see ENGB, ENG BTC, PNG. Okay, so it changes everything. So both an hourly bullish and a bearish. Interesting. And these are, just want to make sure that these are today, not any other day before that. Yeah, so these are today, June 6th. So they contradict each other. This is an interesting one. Yeah, so if that was the case, we would probably, that probably wouldn't exist. Let me just check out this one as well. DGT, BTC, DGD, BTC. So there's another chart, but that is a daily. That's a bullish, so that's correct. So that still stands, this one, with the buy signal. So there you go. This one looks really good. The volatility is fairly low too. The momentum's not there, but that might be because it might be a newer coin. I have to check into that to verify that. But there was a strong trend up, which is good. So one add note for the trend here, which is really linear regression. I'll be able to get, using machine learning, the scikit methodology, using that Python package, I'll be able to get like things like slope of the line and how accurate is the forecasting with the past data versus forecasting data. But that's another day. But so far, this methodology looks good. And I'll be funding an account soon just to see how things look. All right, so there you go. Hopefully you get some use out of this, and we shall talk to you later.